So, back for week 1 of the High Roller Draft Season 4. So, finally back. I say finally, it's only been a few weeks, but back with the next season of the High Roller Draft. Managed to reach the semi-finals in the previous one, hoping to go further in this one. So, I am going to be speedrunning this team builder just a little bit because I am out of practice and forgot to do the team builder with 5 minutes left before I am scheduled to do the battle. So, we are going to speedrun this real quick. You can see DirtyShirt, my opponent, is their team is up in the right there. They don't really have an Airstream resist, so my plan is going to be just go with Grimmsnarl and Tornadus. Like, I'm probably going to be max Airstreaming with the Tornadus. The only resist is the Arctozolt, so hopefully I'm just going to be able to go with the Tornadus and just Fake Tears through everything with the Grimmsnarl. So yeah, I usually go in alphabetical, so I guess I should. Choice Specs as Elf is going to hit very hard. It's going to pair well with the Choice Specs as well. It's fast enough to outspeed everything on the team. So, it's annoying that I can have to go Timid to be able to outspeed the Salamence. If I am Modest, I speed tie, and I decided I won't take that risk. I was initially just going to go Modest and risk the speed ties, but there's a Mr. Mime as well that's base 100, so I'm not going to risk it. Ignoring the Whimsicott because it's just going to be able to prankster everything before me anyway. There's no points trying to catch the Whimsicott with my Tornadus. As Elf can't get it, it outspeeds by 1 point, so might as well just go this and go a maximum bulk that I can. Grimmsnarl is pretty standard not screens Grimmsnarl. Like, you've got Fake Tears and Thunderwave. Fake Out is going to be very nice at putting a stop to the Whimsicott. I've got Dazzling Gleam so that Grimmsnarl can make use of its own Fake Tears as well. It can also do spread damage to both Pokemon to break a sash and still do chip damage to the other Pokemon. It'll do reasonable damage to the Salamence, past the Intimidate. It will do good damage to the Urshifu because it'll hit on the special offensive side as well. The Spirit Break special attack drop isn't too important, so I'm going to go with the Dazzling Gleam, mainly just for the spread damage. It's not here to do damage, it's here to enable damage with the Fake Tears. So, Como Salamine Defense Body Press with Draco Meteor as the coverage so that I can deal with the Salamence and the Delmise, which are the two resists to the body press. I guess there's a Slowbro as well, but I should still be fine against that. But Draco Meteor will be able to hit the Salamence very well, and Delmise just needed a move that can hit it because I will be able to stall it with the Iron Defense if I just get that up. So probably not bringing this to the match, so I'm not going to say too much about it. It's a Como with Draco as the coverage. So Stack Attacker. Trick Room counter, I got the Tropical Berry just in case of the fighting and Tiger taps that can come its way because it's got the Urshifu and Blaziken and the Persimmon. There's 3 fighting types, so Tropical Berry as the Resist Berry for the Stack Attack. A very basic EV spread for this one. Didn't feel the need for anything fancy because it's mainly physical attackers that they've got. So I could have bulked out the defense a bit more, but then I just wanted to be able to do damage. Heavy Slam over Gyro Ball so I can hit the Cradilly, the Delmise, the Slowbro. A lot better than Gyro Ball would be able to do. It'll be 120 power against them, whereas Gyro Ball would be like 60 base power. So Heavy Slam is going to be fine in this regard. Just make sure that I don't go for Heavy Slams into any Dynamax Pokemon. Bit awkward. Tornadus is going to be the start of this one, because it is just going to hopefully airstream through the entire team. Arctozolt would be the only issue for this team. It is one of the C picks, so I'm hoping that they don't see that it would be a very good pick against the Tornadus. If they don't bring the Arctozolt, Tornadus should just run through the team, theoretically. It's got the Heat Wave as coverage to be able to hit the Arctozolt in case it comes, and to be able to reset any hail that the Arctozolt would set itself so that I can still outspeed it. I can match a Tailwind with the Tornadus, so you don't need Prankster Tornadus to be able to do that. It can still very much set Tailwind itself. It will do it after the Whimsicott, but I can just Fake Out and Tailwind, and then they'll have to take to match it, and by that time I've started airstreaming, so I should be absolutely fine in that regard. Then they just Taunt. Gives me a Grimmsnarl Tornadus lead that can go for Fake Out Taunt into a Trick Room mode and put a stop to that. Finally, Volcarona. Pretty offensive Volcarona. You got the Life Orb. Was considering the Life Orb on the Tornadus, but couldn't think of an item for the Volcarona. Didn't really think I needed the Life Orb on the Tornadus because the -2 Max Flare, still Oko's Arctozolt, so I didn't need the extra oomph in the Max Flare, so I just give it to Volcarona because I'm just going for Quiver Dance. It's got Rage Powder just in case. I've got Giga Drain as coverage for the Urshifu and the Swampert as well. I can't really deal with the Salamence too well, but the other Pokemon can. So yeah, that was a very speed ran team builder. Usually I go into a little bit more depth with that, but this is a basic EV spread. This is a basic EV spread. This is just hit the speed that's faster than the base 100s, max attack, and then a little bit of HP. This one, I can't remember what it did. It's +1, it outspeeds the base 100s. Grimmsnarl did something fancy. I think it was able to survive 2 Moonblasts from Whimsicott because of the Citrus Berry, and then Elf is just outspeed the thing, not speed type with the Tornadus, and then maximum HP dump. So yeah, that is going to be it for this first team builder. So it's going to be good to get back into the swing of things in this new season.